actual story in the name of the assailant that actually done what he done. I clarified it that though Mr. Carter has done things to me, he did not do that thing to me directly himself. That's not a backpedal. That's a clarification.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real. Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street stars. Come on. We got them back once again. It's the 2024 wrap up. We about to go all the way through there, Jack. We about to have a conversation. It's a lot. It's a lot to go through. But would you say how would you grade the year 2024? Like based on like things happening in the world. Like what would you put 2024 in the year of our Lord?
Not surprising for me.
Wow.
I just said all of this was going to happen.
You felt a lot of stuff. Were you surprised about anything though? Like
no. There are a few things that did surprise me though. Yeah. Alex Spiro. Hey!
Alex Spiro. He was always in there.
Bitch.
All right, well, so how we want to do it, Jack? We want to touch on things, not in chronological order, but just things that happened throughout the year.
Sure.
You kind of kicked it off right there, man. Let's go ahead and start with the jig in the room. Question, Alex Spiro.
Yeah.
Do you feel he was always laying in wait, like watching the whole playing field, reading his statements?
He's a fixer for billionaires. He's the male version of Olivia Pope.
His name sounds familiar.
If you watch the show Scandal, the only time Olivia Pope went on camera in front of the public was when the administration was in serious trouble. Fixers don't come out front. They stay in the back. Matter of fact, he's gotten less screen and airtime with this. Oh, it ain't a case and we gonna bribe everybody to say it ain't. Than he did with getting Alec Baldwin off of a crime he didn't commit. You know?
So can I ask you, when it comes to the Rock Nation statement that put out that they said was Sean Carter's statement, they say that wasn't his statement, that was more of his lawyer's statement. Where do you lie with that truth? Like, was that Jay saying, hey, let me tell them what I want, and you just use ChatGPT to make it sound good or something?
I mean, it sounds about the same as his Grammy speech.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. But there were a few things that were said that I was very surprised about. Especially Yellow Beezy. I was very surprised that he even would acknowledge the fact that he knows Yellow Beezy. You know? Like, what's a guy like Mr. Carter doing knowing a guy like Yellow Beezy? I mean, they don't have anything in common age-wise.
I mean, if you was to guess.
You know how he feels about referring to friends as family. That's a no-no. So I'm just curious. How does he know Yellow Beezy?
I mean, he did have a #1 hit that was kind of moving.
Yeah, that came and went real fast, just like Cardi B. Guess he gonna live off of his single forever too. Interesting.
I love Vanilla Ice.
Man, I'll never forget when he first got that little Mozzie coupe and he would bring it up to the colonies all the time. Last time I saw Beezy, it was over there at Mario Andretti Raceway. Oh. He loved hanging up there with the white people, driving his little Mozzie.
Yeah. He got shot. He got shot not too far from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just like Mo3 got shot not too far from where his alleged trap house is that Lamisha Fuller's been telling us all about here on YouTube.
Oh man. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, damn, okay.
Want to know what I find even more interesting? He was questioned for the unalivement of Mo3, and then all of a sudden, feds got involved, and then allegedly Desiree Perez does what she does. Interesting. Also interesting that something is socially jarring as the unalivement of Mo3 that happened in broad daylight, which was clearly a red rum. Now, the men that were charged for it have release dates.
I'm puzzled by
how is this happening?
Last time I checked, red rum is life, and the penalty, the Texas style justice. So I'm just curious. And once again, Yellow Beezy's name is making its way into the fore around a very negative social time. I'm just trying to figure it out. Now all of a sudden, Lil Wayne's got allegations of stuff. Maybe the Jigga Man knew, and that's why he didn't give him the Super Bowl. I mean, Kendrick would be the cleanest MC right now. Everybody's tainted. They all Diddy fine.
Now, Jack, let's do it like this. Because you just said you mentioned on what is considered a friend, quote unquote, and we seen what Jay people had mentioned as far as his lawyer saying that Diddy is not a friend. They are just acquaintances. He does not consider him a friend. He does not hang out. He doesn't know nothing about him. And then there's a video going viral right now where Diddy is saying he brings Jay-Z for the 20-year anniversary of Bad Boy, saying
Jay-Z's special.
Yeah, he says, like, when I'm in trouble, I call on him.
Yeah, and guess what? He did it this time, just like D. Haven said. And guess what? He ain't there.
Wow.
What's new? Boo boo.
We had Dr. Umar in a couple of days ago, in which
salute.
And he said that there probably was a conversation between Diddy and Jay to where, like,
who the fuck gives a shit about what fucking Umar Johnson has to say anymore?
Oh damn. Oh damn.
That fucking hogwash he did with Art of Dialogue, implying that the 13-year-old, now 37-year-old autistic victim was Black, that a Black father wouldn't stand for that. Like, he literally set up there and put a whole race on a Jane Doe who none of the details or anything about who she was mentioned. And then in classic fooldom fashion, he tied it all the way to Trump. Trump. So here's the lineup. They're trying to take down all the Black billionaires. So when Trump gets in office, all the Black billionaires will know not to help their people. And that's why all of this is happening. Because Trump is going to make the Black billionaires not help their people.
So can I ask you this, Jack? Because hogwash.
These niggas ain't helping their people as it is.
So Jack, I got a very...
What's the man doing?
Yeah, I got a very important question.
Laundering money through charities, allegedly. I'm just curious, what he done?
Damn.
Shout out to Magic Johnson, a real Black billionaire who wasn't all freaked off, who actually made business, bank exchange, created dollars in real Black neighborhoods so real Black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like, having, like, a lot of women.
Oh, yeah. Let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did do that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable, G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and would nobody be able to sue me?
Wait, please name them, because we need to know.
Not
Wait a minute.
Those are things that I'll be discussing on the Jaguar Wright show from here on out.
Shout out Jaguar Wright show. But yeah, no, we need those names, because God dang. We can't have them out here just spreading the devil juice.
The hate
that ninja. So Jack, let me ask you.
A lot of dangerous people out there.
Come on now. When New York first uplifted the statute where you could kind of have a civil suit against your whoever might have caused your assailant. Mm-hmm. What do you feel the agenda of that was? Because we already seen Bill Cosby go through it, R. Kelly go through it. What do you think their agenda was to give 2 years to say anybody could not go criminal, but you could have a civil suit?
To give the feds a chance to clean up as much of the mess as they can before Trump made it in.
You don't think it was to attack the Black community because of our hip-hop?
They do it better than we do it to ourselves. Diddy and Jay-Z were never friends. First the Fat Boys, now this. Ain't nothing to believe it.
So hold on, Jack. When you were on the, were you on the set of
friends?
Wait. When you were on the set of Song Cry, the MTV situation, and you're around Jay-Z, you're in rehearsal.
Yeah.
Did he never hopped on the phone? He never had a conversation. Hey, yeah, that's Sean. That's the other Sean. We good.
I never paid attention to what people did with their cell phones. I minded my business.
Did you ever see Diddy around Jay-Z?
I mean, of course. At parties, at events. Everyone knows this. This ain't nothing new. Everyone knows this. The simple fact that nigga went and did exactly everything I said he was going to do. I said on Piers Morgan, I've been making that pussy jump ever since, but don't nobody want to give me credit for that. All of these people he been robbing all of these years. And I know I'm responsible for him losing at least $125 million in the past 2 months. I say that with pride.
Yeah, so
Don't
Jack,
nobody want to give me credit for what I do.
Jaguar was right.
Yeah, they might say you're bringing down our Black billionaires, Jack. You're bringing our Black billionaires down.
How can I do that? I'm a liar, right? How could I do that? I'm crazy, right? How could I do that if I'm not right?
Come on.
See, I don't need to be right. I just need to admit that y'all was wrong. If I could get a dollar for every person that's called me a liar in the past 5 years, nigga, I wouldn't be financing.
You do seem like
satellite next week.
You do seem like a keeper of information.
Oh, I am what I am, and I do what I do, and it is what it is.
So Jack, can I ask you? Karine Steffens came forward and said she heard the allegations about Sean Carter, and she believes them because of her interactions with him.
Of course,
allegedly.
Yeah. Like, but how many more need to come forward? I'm curious.
Do you feel like people hide their past in the security of marriage? Like, hey, I got a new wife. My past is my past.
Yeah,
we should talk about that.
Martin. He went and found himself a little Tisha 2.0, and everybody forgot about that Paratown thing. Now, guess what? Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
It's a whole virus, G. It's I don't know Diddy.
What do you think that's about?
I don't even like baby oil. I don't know Diddy. Fucking Diddy do our bops.
No, wait, Jag, you had a lot of criticism towards Will Smith. And y'all, hey, Philadelphia, Philly. Do you feel like for
he
Will
grew
Smith?
up in Overbrook?
Oh. Okay. Is that a different part or something? Or?
Must be too sad.
It ain't quite Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for him to distance himself during his speech, like saying, I don't know Diddy, I don't do baby oil. When you see that, knowing his own situation, what does Jaguar Wright take from that?
I am really not trying to get smacked in the face with a bottle like Jamie Foxx. That's how it rings to me.
Okay. Jag, someone had made a situation saying that this whole situation with Diddy and everybody would not have happened if Diddy didn't put Carisha, Young Miami, out on Front Street, going to her shows, letting her talk about their relationship openly on her podcast, giving her a show. All this would have been still going on if Carisha never got the okay to kind of do a lot of stuff that Diddy never did do. What do you take to that? That Carisha might have sparked Cassie's anger.
Yeah, nah, she ain't that relevant. She's exactly what they say. She a sex worker and a DURG mute. She ain't that dick.
You don't
think this everything that she'll testify to, she's guilty of. Wherever this goes, she's gonna be on probation for quite some time. She ain't white. They ain't gonna let her go like they let that white boy go.
Do you feel Cassie's a woman scorned?
Come on now. Y'all know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Whatever that woman feels, she's got the right to feel. She earned it the hard way. And it's kind of disgusting that people are still trying to find a way to slut shame her. In order for any of this to have happened, she would have had to admit it, all of the things that she did wrong as well. She's already swallowed that. And her husband supported her behind it.
Yeah.
People keep forgetting that part of the story. They're a newlywed couple with young children. They're trying to build a family in a very ugly world, a world that the mother of that family is all but too understanding of. She knows all of those things. She knows what happened. And she's sitting there putting those angels to bed every night, praying to God that her and her husband, Mr. Fine, can always keep them from that happening to them. If nobody is even taking that into consideration, then really it's time for you to log off.
That's real.
Nobody's thinking about that. Nobody's thinking about the fact that a compromised national network like the National Broadcasting Company allowed a bullying job happen to a 37-year-old traumatized autistic woman with no comfort there, with no one there to shield her, to give her peace. Anyone who knows autistic people, they crumble in social settings and they'll do anything and say anything just to get you to stop pressuring. NBC should be sanctioned for that.
Right.
They should be sued, and they should pay her.
Yeah, what are your thoughts with NBC putting her out? Just even interviewing her behind.
I think they're just as grubby for what they done to R. Kelly and then give Jay-Z a fluffball interview. Where's Gail?
Where's Gail?
Why Gail ain't got no interview for the Carters? They're such good friends.
Hey.
Where's Gail? What, she's trying to keep the brain away from Oprah before she passed out on Ozempic again? I don't know. Where is this bitch?
Yeah, she just had a birthday. Like,
fuck that bitch. And her fucking birthday.
Okay.
Tell her to take her ass to a dance party with Beyonce. Go the fuck on.
Now,
these motherfuckers almost mesmerized America into bringing that trap queen into the damn White House to run us in the ground.
trap queen.
That's all she is. She a trap queen. I'm gonna call it like it is.
Almost. Now, wait, hold on, Jack. Blue Ivy Mufasa's out right now, and Blue Ivy's there. Should we just like?
Is it not a lot of people watching it? You sure that wasn't just a screening party?
Oh,
Check this. I mean, usually something of that magnitude. Be damn. It got beat by
Sonic.
By Sonic. And Moana too is whooping Iris. Right behind it.
Do you feel that's nepotism at its finest once again?
I feel like they always knew it was a mediocre film, but they thought that the prestige to the Carters was going to make it happen. They didn't know the Titanic was about to hit the berg.
Did you watch it, Jet?
For what?
For the singing lessons, Jack. For the singing lessons.
I think they should just watch my content.
So,
ain't nothing to learn there.
So, Jay, I got to ask you, there's a movement going on right now, hashtag Free Diddy. It's gaining steam. It's gaining a lot of steam right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess people are just kind of like, they're missing the parties. They're missing something. What are your thoughts when you see a Free Diddy hashtag going?
I'm going to tell you this. God bless him. God bless every last one of them.
Be blessed.
You know, it's just, it's unfortunate, that people are longing for all of that abuse and all of them pharmaceuticals and all of that unconsented this and D. You know what I think? I think we should find a big uninhabited island, and everybody that wants to free Diddy, we put them right there on that island, and then we take Diddy and we put them there and let them loose. And let them have Diddy. And we call it Diddy Land. And you like it, you going over there with you.
Wait, so
let him show you all the love he has to give.
But Jack, does a part of you not feel bad for Sean Carter or Sean Combs at all? Okay.
I never feel bad for people who don't feel bad for anyone other than themselves. These are extreme narcissists. I'm sorry. I what's to feel bad for? Everything that they've done, they're about to reap what they have sown. And how can I be mad at their harvest? It's what they planted. It's what grew. Let them feast on the bounty of their efforts. Let them. They don't have food. Let them pussies eat cake.
Hey.
Eat the cake, anime.
So, Jack, let me get your thoughts on, and let me get your take on, I think either Don Lemon or maybe Torre. He's been very... Oh, man. He just recently said, like,
Jack... that faggot. I don't give a fuck about that faggot.
All right.
I really don't.
Then let me ask you this.
Whatever he said...
Yeah, for those like him.
That's my response. You want to know what my response is? To anything and everything, all things, past, future, right now, all included, you're a faggot. Torre, your ass is Torre. We need to free Diddy in your ass. Eat a dick, stop clout chasing me. It's starting to get pathetic. You're sitting over there on TikTok, dry begging for hand jobs. Like you're weird, G. You look like a fucking lost character from Back to the Future and shit. You're like the nigga fucking Christopher Lloyd with no fucking originality. That's how I feel about you two, right? I'm the drunk auntie. Well, hold on, let me sip my wine and say this one last time so we can make sure you get it. You're a faggot. Nigga, you a French fry faggot. Deep fried in Diddy lard. I don't give no fuck what you gotta say. Now go die on TikTok. Keep dry begging people for attention. You whore. It's disgusting. Get a fucking haircut.
God.
Get some new glasses, bitch. Call Courtney Burgess. Ask them for them Gothams. Weird motherfucker. I'm sorry. What was it?
Can we have you address the rumors of backpedaling, taking things back that was said prior?
I mean, what you want me to say?
Yeah, I don't know.
AI some shit to make it sound like I said something that I didn't say. I told the actual story in the name of the assailant that actually done what he done. I clarified it that though Mr. Carter has done things to me, he did not do that thing to me directly himself. That's not a backpedal. That's a clarification.
There you go.
Unfortunately, niggas are so thirsty for Jaguar Wright content and lies and conspiracy that this shit made it all the way to TMZ. Meanwhile, you got fucking internet cyber stalkers plotting future swattings, calling sheriffs about warrants on me, and calling the Diddy hotline saying that they need to make me a client immediately. Giving my fiance's personal phone number that there's no way that stalker should have. Let me share a little something with you. I put up a short today on my channel, the Jaguar Wright Effect.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all should see this. It's fucking unbelievable. Okay, here we go. They want to send the police to your house. They want to SWAT you. I told you when you sat with Sean Atwood, this was going to happen. Now they're making plans for you, Lanisha. No one listens to me, even though I'm always right. And now, the contents of the trolls. Good luck.
The first question I have, Jag, is I'm curious. I love Baby Yoda, and I love, why don't you just put your face out there on those? I'm just curious before I even talk about that content.
Who needs to see my face? Y'all know what I look like.
I like Kanye West doing a deposition. I hear you. I hear you. So, with that being said, to get swatted, again, Jag, we
troll food now, Lamisha Fuller. And they're gonna feast because I killed all these stories. They're gonna make that girl's life a living hell for content. They're gonna terrorize her. They already have an address. And she ain't me. Good luck.
Any advice you would give her?
Go to God and tell the truth to the authorities. Because they're going to ride you down. You're their Christmas meal. They're going to feast on you.
But Jack, did Busby ever reach out to you? His law firm?
Yeah. After he was called by Doc Danny Robinson, and she gave him our phone number. And we made it very clear when we spoke, we weren't interested in retaining him, but we wished him all the best and Godspeed. And if there's any information that we have that can help him, he's more than welcome to it. But there was no plan to work with Tony Busby. And that's because I was waiting on another piece of information to be confirmed. And it was Ms. Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter just donated $100,000 to the Busby alma mater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beyonce?
Yeah. Interesting. That Mrs. Knowles, because she's now dropped the Carter. And yeah, she's
Oh wait, she dropped it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
She's just listed in Forbes, and now she's donating to her husband's arch enemy's alma mater in Houston, Texas, where all of those families consort and know each other and country club together and go to Joel Osteen's services from time to time. Yeah.
Oh man.
Interesting. Do you know what I really think is going on?
Let's go.
I think we're witnessing the beginning of the War of the Roses. Do you remember that movie, War of the Roses, with Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner? And it was about this couple. They were together and they had amassed this wonderful life, but then it was just time for them to part ways. The wife outgrew the husband. He wanted things to stay the same. She wanted things to change. They waged war on each other. The divorce was catastrophic, and it ended up claiming the both of their lives fighting over property. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce is about to give us War of the Roses 2.0. Matthew Knowles has been auspiciously quiet. Wonder why?
Yeah, Matthew he got his own problems to deal with.
Yes, but if anything goes down with the Carters, it goes down for the Knowles because they live off of what's generated from that marriage.
Definitely.
They're very quiet. Or maybe Tony Busby's just doing all the speaking for them to make sure that their daughter can break away, maintain some symbol of, oh my God, I didn't know he was a monster. I will survive. Books, tours, terrible remixes, new, footwear lines and all of this. And yeah.
So let me get your take. May. All this is going to come to a head in May when this case opens up.
No, it's not. That's just the kickoff.
Oh, damn. Okay.
If Beyonce is trying to burn the Jigga Man before it kills her brain completely, this is going to be delicious.
Do you feel Beyonce performing on Christmas Day is overshadowing Kendrick's?
Oh, no, I think it's a humiliation ritual. I think it's going to be the worst day of her life. I can't wait.
Christmas Day,
Netflix, I'm going to be doing
NFL?
a live reaction on my Patreon to the
You subscribing just to watch your live reaction. I swear. I got to get your take on it because I think they're trying to make this almost as big as Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're going to see how that's working.
Okay. All right, Jack.
Joe Biden is asleep and Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. Hey, dance party with Beyonce. Hey, dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Yo, coldest diss track of the year.
Oh, man.
He wrote that beat too, because you know that's that partition beat. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Y'all didn't notice that?
I did not notice that.
It's a partition beat. He dissed her on her own song.
Oh man.
That's I'm cold with it. That's probably with Beyonce.
Okay.
That's probably with Beyonce. Hey.
All right, Jack. Here's what we're about to do. We want to go over some events just throughout the year that's happened, and we just got to get Jaguar Wright's take on a lot of things that's kind of taking place. We're gonna be all over the place with this. We're gonna kind of jump around, so we're not in chronology. We're not going January to December. We're moving around.
Okay.
But I have to get your first and foremost take on the Jamie Foxx special. What happened was, did you get a chance to watch it?
I fell asleep on it. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh wow. Okay.
We tried. We turned it on 3 times. We gave it.
Oh.
I
heard that about Netflix movies. You know, you give it the first 10 minutes if it don't catch you.
The Diddy joke. And him, and he was in the dark tunnel, and was it the devil or was it Diddy? Like I heard that part, and then he started crying, and then he kept on crying, and I just kind of said, "You don't have to cry alone. I'll be there by your side. I'll be strong."
So Jan, let me ask you.
Ooh, God bless him.
For a person like Jamie Foxx to go on there and be that vulnerable to the world, you don't give him like some type of credit. Say, hey, I give you to cry in front of
the same amount of credit I give for that performance in Ray. He's an amazing actor.
Oh, well.
Everyone knows that.
By design, you say.
He was on stage.
Oh.
He's an actor.
Okay. Okay.
How many, Jack? How many times did you laugh, Jack?
In the first 10 minutes. In the first 10 minutes.
10 minutes of it. I don't know. I remember when he started running down on Cat Williams and he was imitating Cat, and I'm like, you better with Wanda.
That was a pretty good impression, though, right?
I mean, it was a good impression, but he does impressions.
Yeah.
You know, he's an actor. See?
What do you say to black men being vulnerable though, like kind of going into our emotions? Don't we need more of that?
I think it would be great if y'all could be vulnerable about all of these children that are being trafficked that no one seems to be paying attention to because everyone's looking at the newest distraction in the Diddy and Rock Nation downfall.
Hey.
That part.
That part.
How about if they turned one of the biggest voices for this movement to come into full swing has now become one of the greatest distractions. They have tried to make Jaguar Wright a distraction.
Right.
Meanwhile, while everybody's talking about I'm backpedaling, I'm backtracking, I said this, I said that, I did this, I did that. Nobody's paying attention to the fact that the Carters are losing millions by the week and liquidating assets faster than Ozempic liquefies the bread in Oprah Winfrey's belly.
Yeah, no, the fact that a lawsuit was filed, and normally whenever a black man gets in a lawsuit, brands drop them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that French company that's responsible for 50% of Rockefeller's estimated revenue. They talking about suspending that and pulling out. You know, like Diddy never did. They want to just pull out. It's funny. Everyone else in the world seems to have a more accurate picture of the Carters than Americans do. Way the Daily Mail is just pulling up all those lovely pictures from a very, very young Destiny's Child. and a very adult Mr. Carter. Okay.
Jack, I wanted to ask you about Michael Jackson.
What about him?
Was he touching little kids?
What I will say is this: they spent a lot of money and a lot of time trying to convince people that he did. And yet every witness that they had recanted or was found to be a liar. You know, the simple fact that he was a child victim of SA in the industry, the things that happened to him in Motown, the way he was abused, the way he was taken advantage of by the late Quincy Jones, may he rot in hell. The way he was lined up by his own people when all he ever did was try to warn people how to protect yourself from the industry. The way he gave good counsel to Aaron Carter and let him know that he would be targeted by Sony, and look at what happened. And now we have Liam Payne. You know, it's interesting where people's minds go.
It does seem like a campaign to attack the melanated. But would you say how do you pick and choose what's true? Like when you hear Michael Jackson versus Diddy, Bill Cosby versus R. Kelly, Jay-Z versus whoever else.
R. Kelly had his own set of Diddy tapes. That's what got him. Bill Cosby admitted it in a deposition that he thought nobody was ever gonna see. Diddy was broadcasted on CNN violently attacking and abusing Cassie at what they've been trying to disprove was an FO. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
You can't argue with reality. Rainier Satterwhite, Wanda's son. She had it when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant. Age of consent in Pennsylvania is 17. Was then, is now. And she was taken across state lines from Pennsylvania to an apartment in New York. Oops.
The details.
That's how Rainier Satterwhite made it into this world. Take the test, nigga. That's fine. We'll give you don't know Diddy. Take the test. You making Legina Go look halfway rational. You've been ducking this boy's DNA for all his life. Take the test, nigga. Do something.
Would you like to see him on the couch?
About lack of integrity and valor and integrity, and you've been dead beating it your whole life. Meanwhile, your daughter's looking more like somebody you used to be with than somebody you married to. Whole lot more.
Okay. So Jack, can I get your take on you had a live and we just have to address it. The other party's not here, but you said a lot about the Tiffany Haddish situation in which she jumped on your live and it was a little, it seemed playful, but it seemed serious. Can you at least address that for the audience as far as who may have seen you and Tiffany Haddish had a little back and forth?
Oh, I mean, I talked some Cash Money bullshit. She said what she had to say. Meech got on the phone with her, and we've been cool ever since.
There you go. Yeah,
no. I don't know where else to go with that. That's what it is.
No, definitely. I could see.
I misjudged her.
There you go.
Just like everyone did. And her story, it's explosive. And when you look at the connections of what's, the intersection between David Spates, who filmed and edited it and, helped write the script, and Aries Spears, and now the case has been settled, and me and Tiffany are going to talk about it. I had wanted her to come to the couch because this is where I always bring my hard-hitting truth. That's been our journey up until now.
Yeah.
But this conversation, I think it's just going to be her and I.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing it on this Jaguar Wright show. It's going to be our first episode. And after everything that's happened this year, especially after I found out about what happened to the D. Haven video, it's become very clear to me that my truth is very explosive. And though we've worked so hard, as you guys have built this platform, and I've done my best to support it with hard-hitting content, it's just gotten to the point where my truth has become a little bit too dangerous. And I need to be accountable. My brand, my channel, for the things that I say. You guys weren't sued, but you were struck unfairly. Your platform was targeted, and it was all because of me. And now that Odell and I are finding our feet and we have our rhythm as journalists together and content creators, it's time for us to be accountable for everything we put out. They say they can't sue us for this. Well, guess what? We have the Jaguar Wright show. Come at us directly.
Mm.
You don't gotta call Rupert Murdoch over here. You don't gotta confer with Leor Cohen over here. Come at us directly. And the only way that we can guarantee that is if my content lives on the Jaguar Wright show.
Are you ready for the weight of that?
I've been at the weight of that.
Right. I knew that was the answer. All right, let's do
in the wake of everything that's happened to Wendy Williams, if my voice is going to be this loud, I wanted to stand for something. To try to take Wendy out of the game. I pray that one day she can come back. But the Jaguar Wright show is going to carry her mantle until she can come back and do it herself. I'm not saying that this is going to be a lifelong project, but until someone with that much power can come and hold it down, I will be there for Wendy.
Hold on one second, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, where does sound be going? 50 minutes. Hold on one second, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
I put on airplane mode. Hold on one second. I can't hear me. Can you hear me, Jack?
Yeah.
Hold on. Can't hear you. Hold on one second.
Battery.
No, you good. Hold on, wait.
Oh no, I'm just checking my battery.
You can hear me, but I can't hear you. I'm about to reset it. Hold on. I'm about to come in and come out.
Why don't we just check up?
Come back in.
We just go get it.
Solo layout.
Because if there's a strip close enough.
Yes, Jaguar. Solo layout. Boom. Solo layout.
So what do you think of my studio?
Why can't I hear? All right, I'm Hold on one second. Try to mute her. Mute. Unmute. All right, say something. Hold on.
Mic check 1, 2.
Is that on something? Hold on.
Do me a favor. Go into your go into your stream. We need a backup audio. The same link I just sent you. Log into that. Just put work or something.
When you said, I said, okay.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my
Log into that same
ballerina
one.
skirt for you guys today.
Somebody's playing something back. Whose audio is it? Can you hear me? No. Hold on. Rook, that's you?
Yeah.
Play it out loud. Let me take your headphones out. All right.
So what you doing on my phone?
All right, you're back. I don't know what you're doing. Mute your audio.
Oh.
There's an echo.
Yeah. Turn your mic off.
If you turn your mic off and turn your volume down, that usually helps.
Yeah, all right. So just keep that there in case this loses audio. All right, Jack. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear her. Damn it.
There's so much shit up there.
I don't have this open.
You're talking about losing your internet.
No, that's not the issue, though. Come bring. All right, say something, Jack.
Mic check.
All right. So be ready just in case. All right, we're coming back. All right. So Jack, look, as we go down through some things that happened throughout the year, I first and foremost have to ask you the thing that kicked off the year with Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about, us being woke and Cat Williams waking us up. The effect of his interview with Shannon Sharp and Club Shay Shay. Remember, you came in to the Blue Couch right after that.
Yeah.
What do you think he triggered when he came and sat on that couch with Shannon Sharp and started saying the things he said?
He kicked over the first domino. At the perfect time. Because that was just at the moment when they were revving up the Cassie was a money grab, Cassie was a liar, Diddy didn't do anything, it was just a shakedown. And thank God that interview came when it did, because it really cut that in half. And then we finally got the video on May 17th, my birthday.
That is true. Do you feel what he did helped?
Oh, absolutely. He did what he's always been doing. As long as I've been a fan of his and as long as I've known him.
Have you spoke to Cat since then?
Have I spoke to who?
To Cat Williams since then.
No. But we have mutual people between us.
Right.
Okay. All right. So let me get your take on another situation that happened. And again, this is, and I'm just curious what your thoughts on it is. When you see Papoose, Remy Ma going through their infidelity spill online, you got
That's what it is. So much for black love.
Yeah, so much for black love, because he held it down for her for a while she was incarcerated.
Yeah, did he? I mean, he was definitely there a lot. He was there so much she asked him to slow down.
Yeah, 3-4 times a week. I mean,
Can't say that I blame her, considering every time they had a conjugal visit, he always brought the kids, so I guess they wasn't doing nothing. Strange. Nigga want to be all up in your face, but never all up in your space. It's weird. Shout out to his company, the TuneCore. The trans and LGBTQIA plus label that he running.
Oh no, I didn't know he was running a little.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Huh?
Or the Masonic, temple that he hang at.
Not the Masonic temple.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's call it what it is. Remy done came and done told you the boy like it. He like to get to play in the bootay. Remy done said it. Why does nobody want to believe that Papoose is allegedly a DL swish who was put on Remy Ma as a handler to keep her quiet about whatever happened in that car? Now, all of this craziness is going on, and the truth is, don't nobody care. Now he running after Clarissa. They using Clarissa for clickbait. This child, like, it's just some. Like, why ain't y'all just sign a contract for Love and Hip Hop?
Might as
Like,
well.
that just sounds like a waste of good niggerment.
That's what Benzino said. What are your thoughts on Benzino?
The Hunchback of Notre Dame. That weirdo.
Hunchback of nigga. Oh.
Like, he really like having a hard time. Poor guy. They say the stitches get the stitches. That's exactly what them braids look like.
Jack,
he's talking
really
about
good on
my hairline.
Wait, Jack, wait.
The man with the head right on the shoulder.
Wait, Jack. They say he was about to like off himself. He said it was for a movie role, but it could have been, real.
He didn't get it done. I guess he on that Jada Pinkett attention tour plan.
He got the views. I mean, got the views.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
When all else fails.
Damn.
I wish he would tell people why he went to the hospital, though, and claim responsibility for having them on Cubans put that fish hook in Robert Waller's stomach.
Oh.
I'm just trying to figure out why he would claim responsibility for that, but yet he was never investigated. How'd that work, Benzino?
Okay.
You went to the hospital and you told Robert that you was responsible. And nobody investigated you, Zeno. Interesting. Especially considering that Robert Waller is one of the first hit songwriters that wrote for Beyonce to make her everything she is today. Robert Waller wrote Me, Myself, and I. He wrote Baby Boy with the Sean Paul guy, her two biggest singles. And he was the only songwriter that wouldn't give up his royalties to those records. So Beyonce could run all over him like she did that Red Girl. I just find it interesting that after he refused to sign over his royalties, he ended up with that fish hook in his gut. I just don't know why Benzino would want to take responsibility for it. That sounded like it was a Carter issue.
We can admit some gangster shit go down in the hip hop industry.
I don't know. Maybe Benzino need to talk about that.
Guess we'll have to ask him about it.
Yeah, for his part 2. And salute to Charleston White begging for interviews with Sean Atwood. You must love the smell of my ass, ho.
Damn.
The Diddy bitch, isn't that what you called me, you little faggot?
Damn. Okay.
Mr. I'm so worried about my algorithm, but I'm always begging to go behind Jaguar Wright. You Nutri-Rat bitch. Go on over there, have yourself a lovely interview.
He has a comedy show even right now. You ever want to?
It's called His Life.
Yeah, you ever want to just?
That's his comedy show. His life.
Oh. I can see Jaguar Wright doing some public speaking, just telling Dave Chappelle type stories, doing the same thing. I can see it.
I'm sick and tired of all these little bite-sized villains.
Bite-sized villains. I'm
5'5". They got me feeling like Godzilla stepping on small buildings.
Okay.
My God. It's the clout chase for me.
So, hold on, Jack. I got to get your take on something that really
Don't sit with Adam 12 and inhale the fresh smells of Badussi.
Okay.
Like you been doing, ho. Vlad ain't got no crust of bread for you. God bless a child that got his own.
So, Jack, let's do it like this then. You know, 2024 has been crazy. Drake sues UMG.
Yeah, look at how that's turning out.
For pushing Kendrick's "Not Like Us" single and
like they did with all of his songs that didn't nobody give no fuck about.
Yeah, give me a take.
That is my take. Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
God bless you. I hope you do better than Diddy did fucking with the devil.
So it's funny how over the last 10 years you hear Drake ruling the airwaves, but when what's it called, GBX, when Kendrick's album drops, I hear GNX. I apologize, Kendrick. I apologize, GNX. I hear 4 or 5 singles playing on a constant rotation.
Yeah.
Where has this been all this time? Like, why have they kept this away from us?
Because that's what they paid for. I got a concert that's been up on YouTube that I filmed right when we were about to do Me and the Fatigues on that couch.
Yeah.
That was hidden and embedded. When I saw it had 4,000 views, I posted it. 4 days later, it's sitting at over 300,000 views. That's how.
That's real.
That's how.
That's real. Does Drake come back from this?
Question is, what the fuck he gonna come back to?
Right.
The goalpost has changed. Young Thug is on the street. Little Dirk is being set up, and Jay-Z don't know Diddy. Nigga, stay home. Stay home.
Hey. Well, give me a takes on the Young Thug trial. Like longest trial in Atlanta history. Georgia
longest
history.
trial in Atlanta history, and ain't shit happened.
It's just
this nigga gonna be on probation forever, like every other nigga. Okay.
Should he have just saw it through like a couple more weeks? He would have just had an answer. Not guilty.
I mean, it was time for him to get off the bench. They had to tap him back in. They losing soldiers out here. Diddy's down. Jay-Z ain't his friend. You know? They had to tap him in. They losing faith out there in Devil Town.
Come on.
They need strong soldiers to bring morale. Keep them waiting for the freak off to come back, you know?
So let me ask you, speaking of freak offs, TD Jakes had a stroke. How did you receive that? When it seemed like he was
episode of Sanford and Son. Elizabeth! I'm coming back.
Come on, Jack, man. We can come on, Jack. We can't let you just come on, Jack. Wait a minute now. He had a medical issue live in front of his congregation.
And he wanted to check and make sure everybody noticed.
You say he should have did it off camera? What are you saying? Oh, no. Oh, no.
He was more believable when he was twerking for Tyler Perry.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get well soon to those who need to get well soon. I'll just say that.
Listen to me. If he's sick, and pray for him. If he's not, I'm still gonna pray for him. Just a different kind of prayer. Ooh, they funny. All of them funny.
So
I'm surprised Tyler Perry didn't fly down to Dallas to be there by his side, lay hands on him again.
No. Hey.
They some real funny friends, ain't they?
Oh, man. So real quick, Jack, for 2024, let's take a hip hop real
Kirk
quick.
Franklin running around giving blessings to Usher and won't go visit his friend Robert and make prayer with him.
Oh.
But then again, he on his fucking Saturday Night Fever running around with his pants up his ass in the name of Jesus with platform shoes on.
The way you make the world sound, Jack, it's like
the way I make it sound, nigga, this what I see. This what it is.
if I was frozen in a capsule in 1982, I'd be like, what the hell's going on?
No, you just turn the dial up and save it for 2387.
Man. Man. Jack, let's take a hip hop real quick because you're a hip hop connoisseur.
Yeah.
And I got to get your take on a couple of hip hop things that happened over the year.
Okay.
The first thing was Killer Mike getting arrested and just kind of being swept on the rug at the.
Jay-Z is a hating ass bitch.
Oh wow! Okay. He had a hand in that?
Of course he did. You know, fuck what nobody say. He was mad that Mike won and won big, and he was pissed that Queen Bebe didn't get that award for album of the year. That's what they were. That's what it is.
I hear your opinion on it. It is sad to see a black man get arrested after a moment of triumph.
That's funny. They say I'm always trying to bring a black man down. Why ain't they say nothing about the Jigga Man? He done brought down D. Haven. He done brought down Big L. He done brought down Dame Dash. He brought down R. Kelly. Now he not friends with Diddy. He don't know Diddy. I'm just saying, it sounds like he take down more niggas than anybody else. And he don't treat his white friends that way. I tell you that. Oh, his white friends. Oh, he loyal. We are friends to the end. Like on some Teddy Ruxpin shit.
People are pulling back up the Solange elevator video.
Fucking the rainbow. What was the Care Bears and shit? This nigga sliding over rainbows, protecting all his white friends. And now him and Diddy were just work associates. But I'm bringing down black men. Sounds like Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? He got a thing for that. He brought down a lot of black men.
People are pulling back up the Solange elevator video and like looking at that with more context now.
Yeah, with the Bruce Lee haircut. And she went straight Bruce Negro on him. And good for her. Calling that girl Tito Jackson, that fucking asshole.
Rest in peace, Tito Jackson.
I know. End of the damn shit, they won't even give Tito a break in death.
Oh, man.
It's just, it's sad. Now, this motherfucker running around talking all kinds of cash money shit, but there is footage of him putting his hands on a woman and being violent with a female with his hands. I'm just trying to figure out when you didn't know the security camera was there, you smacking up a bitch. But when you know a security camera is there, you're acting all pious and just taking the blows. It sounds like you was trying to set Solange up to look crazy. That's what it sounds like to me.
Ooh. Yeah,
you a weird bitch.
On the hip hop note, I got to get your take because this actually happened, and they introduced breakdancing into the Olympics.
I don't want to talk about that.
Don't even
talk about.
It don't even deserve your attention.
Ain't nothing to talk about. That shit was fucking terrible. It was a travesty to hip hop, and they should be sanctioned for crimes against humanity.
Oh man. Hey.
Fucking.
Hey, I don't even know her name.
Let's just bring William Hung back from American Idol. Why don't we?
That's not William Hung.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah. But there was some triumphant moments during the Olympics, though. Simone Biles, Sha'Carri Richardson. Black girls unite, right? I mean, at least can we get a little?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. That
I'm
motivates.
sorry. I'm just tired of all the fucking distractions, man. Niggas is worried about bitches running. Bitches been running. What we gonna do about these drones?
Hey.
Bitches with weaves running fast. Okay, great. What we gonna do about these drones?
Trump said the drones, they should tell us what's going on, but they won't tell us.
Yeah.
Should we care? Should we care?
Fuck you mean?
I mean, look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane.
Phone home dancing over your house, and you worried about who for cat who's is fucking? What's wrong with you niggas?
But if we start looking, Jack, we might find the answers we don't want.
Well, then that says it all, don't it?
That says it all. Ignorance is bliss.
Listen to me. When E.T. start playing with your booty hole, talking about you ready to party, don't fucking say shit to a bitch like me.
Not with the glowing fingers, Jack. Not phone at home with the glowing finger. All right. Got that.
Call me if you need someone to talk to, nigga.
Oh shit! That imagery stuck in my head, Jack. I'm sorry. Let's do it like this because again, it's been
half my life stuck in my head.
It's been a crazy year, and I got to get your take on Tory Lanez verdict, Megan Thee Stallion documentary. Has your mood changed towards the whole thing? Is Megan Thee Stallion still a man?
Nope. Mega Man is a fucking cunt. And Tory Lanez deserves a new tribe.
Now, there's a part in the documentary where he actually says, like, man, he makes a phone call from jail saying he was drunk out of his mind. Man, it should have never got this far. Almost admitting to kind of, some wrongdoing taking place. Like, accountability, that's still a thing?
I don't know if that's being accountable, saying, bitch, I was so high I couldn't see you in the middle. Like, I don't know if that's accountability. What it does sound like is that motherfucker was high out of his mind and anything could have happened. It sounds like they was freaking off over there. I'm surprised nobody has talked about that aspect of it yet.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it. He
There
said
was all kinds of DUI thugs and weird sex acts going on. People fighting. It sounded like a freak off to me.
Yeah, no. Tory said in the song just recently said that he wished his only regret is he should have stayed with Kylie and seen what that was versus getting in that car.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, what is he accountable for? Being an idiot? Because if you went anywhere with Corey Gamble, nigga, you was playing with your life already.
Damn.
The Grim Reaper of Calabasas. Oh.
All right, Jack, hold on. Jack, we're going to take this time real quick just to do 2024 what's it called? Memorandum?
No, what you
in memory of.
all the people that died?
Yeah,
sure.
I'm going to throw some names out there. Just give me a take on their legacy, what they meant to us, and things of that nature. And I want to start with James Earl Jones.
Great figure in African American history. To my knowledge, closeted homosexual. Would have been a great hero for the LGBTQIA plus community if he had come forward. Also, one of the most disgraced and robbed artists of all time, considering that George Lucas bought the rights to his name, likeness, and voice. And he never profited off of all he did. Kind of like how they tried to do with me here on YouTube.
Damn, Jay, you saying Darth Vader like lightsabers of the dark side?
What do you think two grown ass men playing with glowing strong rock? What the fuck?
Damn. It's Mufasa, Jag. Wait a minute now. We can't let these are our heroes, man. I mean,
What's so wrong with him being a homosexual?
nothing. Nothing at all.
A lot of black men in Hollywood homosexual. See what I'm saying?
Okay, out of respect, I'm gonna go to the next name. Quincy Jones.
Yeah, what about him?
What are his legacy? What he left to the world? What is he
Brilliant musician, terrible human being.
Wow.
Left a trail of destroyed self-esteem and shame everywhere he went. Wasn't much of a friend, wasn't much of a business partner. He was a greedy bastard. I don't know, maybe Jay-Z took some advice from him because he really wasn't all that good a friend to Clarence Avant at the end. The things that Tupac had to say, the things that Professor Griffiths had to say. A lot of people have had a lot of things to say. You want to know who hasn't had much to say yet? Tevin Campbell. I haven't heard Tamia do any tributes to old Q yet. 6 degrees of separation. I guess we'll figure it out when the tell-alls start after the NDAs.
Right.
Yeah.
Bashir Gray.
What about him?
How do you feel about him now since what you said happened has came true?
I feel the same way about it that I've always felt about it. I pray they all rot in hell for what they did to that young man. All of them. They all deserve to rot in hell for what they did to him.
And I'm sorry, Jack, we're supposed to be talking about who passed. B. King.
Well, to a certain extent, he did. The second he was left to prostitute himself on OnlyFans. May they all rot in hell.
What about B. King?
I told y'all a lot of people was gonna die this year.
You did tell us that.
Yeah, you said that. You did say that, Jack. O.J. Simpson?
Well, I'm just glad that Diddy's going down so they can give his name a break for a little bit. That's probably the kindest thing that's happened to OJ.
OJ. Wait, did OJ do it?
OJ Simpson was not capable, in my opinion, of doing what they said he did. There were many other people around that were involved that did. I send my condolences to his family. And when I say his family, I mean his children, especially his daughter Arnell, who was my costume designer 23 years ago.
Wow.
While I watched people try to disgrace and scandalize her name, and she still had the balls to pull up on set in a white Bronco.
Oh. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Arnell Simpson is one of the most gangster females I've ever known. Sweetest. And her father's greatest accomplishment, in my opinion, was her becoming the woman that she became because of all of his adversity. And she took care of her father until the end of his days. And for that wonderful woman's existence, I will always be grateful for Orenthal James Simpson.
So John Amos, we love.
Travesty.
Wow.
Travesty.
Did you have any works that you loved about what he did? Like any?
Well, of course, I loved everything he did. I was a huge supporter of his work. That was what led me to Night and Day's channel. I thought they were paying tribute to old Bernie Mac and John Amos. Come to find out, they were stealing from that man. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Working with his crooked son. They're real scavengers over there.
Yeah, his death. There was a lot of controversy surrounding his death and the family and the kids.
Yeah, especially ain't nobody find out about it for like 2 months.
Yeah.
But people were still collecting checks, allegedly. It's nasty, nasty work, nasty business.
And you spoke on this before, but I gotta get your take on it. With Liam Payne going over that third floor balcony, and them saying that with the drugs in the system.
Put it on Tuesday.
On the Tuesday. Fighting security, where he honestly did not, they knew, or there was words that
maybe he was tripping off of shrooms like Lamisha Fuller be doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Would it make you, because again, they say he didn't want to be alone in the room. Would it make you trying to escape? Because they think he tried to climb down to the second floor balcony.
Ever dosed that boy, dosed him to self-destruct.
Wow. Which brings me to...
I tried to tell him, when the hell did I not get high enough?
Yeah, which brings me to 2024, the fentanyl epidemic. Give me a take on this, because we lost a lot of people.
Mexicans doing the thing.
Yeah.
They're going to get Texas back one way or the other.
Yeah. Like, what... I don't know how it works. How does fentanyl work? Like, what do you break it off into something, or what you?
You can break it off into something. You can do it straight. It really doesn't matter. It affects every system differently. And considering how people's metabolic structure has changed since all of them were stupid enough to get their jab, who knows how that can interfere? It's a very dangerous substance, and they're pumping it into everything that they can get their hands on, and everyone's taking it. And hey, they got a party, and the party is dying.
And so when you hear about like Gangsta Boo, Coolio, I forgot the black actor with the scar on his eye.
I told y'all, a lot of people, we just getting started. They got more.
So what are your thoughts on just cocaine coming back? Like just that becomes now the new party drug that these celebrities.
It ain't new.
It seems more popular now than ever. Since the early 90s.
It's cheaper and it's easier to put that 50 in there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Listen to me, they all about to start dropping like flies. They gonna get y'all. Party on, Wayne. Party on.
So let me get your take on, in 2024, Ozempic became like the new craze.
Diarrhea of choice, yes.
Yes.
That's what it is. Perpetual diarrhea flatulence.
Why not just detox do something else?
Because niggas is lazy. And they love bread. Yeah.
JC, who's on type C?
What? I'll say something, Jack.
Y'all okay?
Oh yeah, we good. Wait, hold on, wait. So, so do you not feel like Ozempic is helping some people out though? It is.
No, starvation could never help anyone. And that's what it is. It's just a starvation diet. Traumatize your system, and I'm sure it's going to create liver failure down the line. Like, They think these people want to die. Who am I to stop them? Keep buying these medicines. Keep just going. Do what y'all do. God bless you. Learn how to walk. Go to try keto. You know?
You know, they we have a lot of products that they're selling us now. We just learning about Fruit Loops, how all the dyes in that cereal is basically affecting our immune system and the way our bodies work. What do we need to be doing as far as the combat the poison that we're being sprayed?
Grow your own shit.
Hibachi yourself.
I mean, seriously. We are too dependent on this system. We're sitting ducks. We're willing victims.
Jack,
And we're paying.
the eggs are too expensive, Jack. The eggs are too expensive.
Everything's going up, G. Everything's going up, and it's going all the way up. And what does that create? Unrest. And what does unrest create? Frustration. Frustration leads to bitterness, angst. They're doing the same thing right now to American citizens that we do when we go to destabilize governments to take over on the cheap. How is nobody realizing that the American government right now are literally implementing the same propaganda movements that they do when they go to take over countries?
I'm glad you brought that up. I want you to talk about the introduction of Elon Musk into the presidential cabinet and what his role in all this is and what he might be playing.
Who?
Elon Musk.
Oh, you don't want me to talk about him on this channel.
Yeah, no, we do.
No, we might.
You also know that he's represented by Alex Spiro as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No. News to me. News to us.
Yeah, Spiro is also Elon Musk's private attorney. I tell you what, the way Spiro was moving with the Jigga Man, I think he might be listening to some of my broadcasts. Because if I had to choose between a freak off and the Oval Office, I'd choose the Oval too.
Come on.
Whatever Elon Musk is, he is. It's ordained. It's prophecy.
So wait. So when you see Optimus,
because she said something. She said it's prophecy.
You mean like Antichrist, like Revelation?
I think people should read Revelations a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I keep trying to tell people, everyone wants to get in the way of what is to come rather than just letting it happen and preparing for what is to come. Whatever Elon Musk is, he cannot be stopped, and you shouldn't want to stop him. Just prepare. Ask yourself what you're going to do. But what's done is done. And what is what is. And God is in control of all things.
It seems like he wants to communicate with aliens and touch.
What do you mean he wants to? What makes you think he doesn't already?
Man, say.
What makes you think it's aliens he talking about?
How far he was trying to reach. So, Jack, let me ask you: when you see Optimus, the Tesla robot that's going to help raise our kids, walk around.
You can do that if you want to.
Yeah. Give me a take. Do you see robots like running our household?
Oh, absolutely. They already are. They're just not physically present. The question is when they decide to replace troops, human troops, with robots.
Oh man, yeah, you talking.
And have you been noticing all these shows where now the wife or the
Subservient.
the husband is sleeping with the robot helper?
Yeah. Yeah. Transhumanism.
Yeah. I mean, we just saw Lamar Odom go buy a sex bot looking like Chloe. Like, is this where we're headed?
The simple fact that people are refusing to acknowledge that this world has gone completely out of its mind is interesting. You want to have sex with R2D2? Go on ahead, baby. Go on.
That's I believe that's the future. And honestly,
I don't know who's it ain't my motherfucking future.
No. I do believe that parents will, instead of telling the birds and the bees, they will send an AI robot into their son's room and say, I will show you the birds and the bees, and this is where you
So now you're gonna get your kid essayed by R2D2.
Damn, when you say it like that. When you say it like that. It's a possibility.
You know what? Go. Do what you do. It won't be me.
Yeah. Is there any extent that you think Americans won't go, like, when it comes to, like, just like, if
this
we
is
could?
The thing. We're supposed to be a nation of rebels. And yet all we're proving is that we're a nation of sheep who want to be led.
Wow.
There used to be a time when something strange would come and society would say, hell no. And now it's just like, okay. That's the way it is. That's the way it is for you, not for me.
We were always considered the biggest superpower. Do you feel like we're losing that right now? Like, and if so, why do you feel like we're losing
Considered
that?
by who? By us?
By us? By
Well, what is it going to take for people to realize that everything that we say and think about America is an illusion and none of the world is buying it?
Yeah. When China links with Russia. So, do you feel like we are going back into wartime when you see what's happening with Ukraine?
What do you mean going back?
I mean,
we
we're here.
Are at war.
Does it get worse before it gets better?
Yeah. Question is who's going to survive it? I know I will. And I know there's a lot of people who won't. It's time to get real.
So, Jack, let me ask you, you don't get concerned or worried, when you see like Ray J going on like TMZ saying a lot of things that technically that you're saying, kind of basically repeating that things are going on in the Hollywood industry that he doesn't want to talk about, but he can, and then all of a sudden he gets shot at a party.
Yeah.
You don't worry, that doesn't concern you, like Ray J's getting shot at?
Why would that concern me? He should be shot at.
That's just
that little punk bitch. Until he tells the truth and does right by Whitney Houston, everything he thinks about is going to crumble.
Jack, he offered you to come on his show to talk about that.
Fuck him. Fuck Rayford. Let him talk to Onika. I'd rather talk to Onika than talk to him.
Oh, man. Why is that? Why is that?
What's there to talk to?
Do you feel like he's not sound of mind, or
that motherfucker got sunned by Orlando Brown?
Oh man,
what is there to talk to?
Okay. Yeah.
He wants to be a barb. What's there to talk to?
His actions lately have been questionable.
Questionable? You got a question when you see that shit? Looks kind of obvious to me. That nigga's a weirdo that's been accused of cuckolding for the Carters and a few other families, like T.I. and Tiny.
Did you get a chance to watch our Jonathan Hay interview?
Of course.
He made some allegations in that.
Jonathan Hay.
Yeah, you definitely. For what he said, his allegations about Ray J and the Carters, like when you heard that, were you like, normal?
Why would I be surprised?
Mm.
I didn't say all this shit.
You have said a lot. You have said a lot.
Diddy and Jay-Z ain't friends.
Diddy and Jay-Z ain't friends. Cats and dogs singing together. I don't know what's going on in the world.
I do. Hell is breaking loose.
So Diddy, Jay-Z, 50 Cent. We only have a few multi-millionaires, billionaires left. 50 Cent.
Periwinkle Jackson.
Yeah. You've said some things about Curtis in the situation where I thought Curtis was the good guy in all this.
No, he's not.
Damn.
He's just not as bad as they are. Give him time.
Damn.
Give him time and more power. He'll do the same shit.
So Dame Dash coming to vouch for you. Basically saying that Jaguar Wright, I'm not saying she's wrong. She's saying a lot of stuff that when I was there, he's like, I wouldn't say it, but I was there for a lot of it. And what she's saying took place. When he vouches for you, what do you say to that?
I say common sense is common sense. And I say facts is facts. And I say what's real is what's real.
So Jack, what got you to talking though? Like, aren't you supposed to keep a code and be like, I'm not going to talk about these things?
Fuck
this
them.
Is between.
Fuck they weird ass code.
Okay.
Fuck them all. In they ass.
Did
just
you
like
always
they
feel
like
like
it.
that? Did you always feel like that? Did you always like?
Yeah, pretty much. I did my best to put on a good face. I tried to say all the right things. I tried not to compromise everybody. I tried. And guess what?
At what moment did it not work? Like, were you like, man?
Sitting with my son's corpse. For what was the question that loomed about my mind? For what?
Jack, can I ask you, when we see you working with the Roots, you got a Coca-Cola commercial, your album's coming out, you're on Song Cry with Jay-Z for the MTV Unplugged.
I was on the whole show.
Yeah, at what point?
Thank God, Mary sucked.
Where did the train stop? Like, at what moment did you feel like either you removed yourself or
the
you were
second
removed?
that I decided I had to walk away, because I knew if I stayed, I was going to either be unalived or have to unalive.
Wow. It's
when
crazy
it became undeniable that they took Aaliyah, I had to find another way.
Wow. It's crazy you say that, because a lot of people are now coming forward. A lot of people are waiting to come forward with the same story that you have, the same stories that you've shared.
Yeah.
And people are so surprised about when you say things. It's like surprise, like, what? This can't be true because it's 20 years ago. They feel like this could have never happened, but you lived it, you experienced it, you saw what this industry is.
Yeah.
For those who are so surprised and shocked about what happened in 2001 and 2003 and this could not have happened. Like, just what is your take on those who are just so surprised about
stupidity,
life before social media?
Stupidity. They say I don't have receipts, yet everywhere I point and tell people to go look, they found something that was hidden, thrown down in the algorithm, sitting right there online, right in front of their very faces. I don't really have much feeling about stupidity. It's just stupidity. This country has allowed itself to be engulfed by technology that has done nothing but lead it astray. All this shit happened right in front of their faces. And they paid tickets and top dollar to watch it.
So let me ask you, we just had a total eclipse in Texas this year for the first time in decades. In January 2025, I believe all the planets are going to align like the first time in like forever. They're all going to align together where every planet is going to be
in
on the
this
same
lifetime.
axis. In this lifetime. Do you feel like that says anything about the human, like not the human race, but just more so where we're headed? Like as far as, do you feel like cosmic energy come into play with the way the world is moving by chance?
What do you mean coming?
Oh, that's happening here?
What do you mean coming? It's always been here. People have chosen to ignore it. Things are about to get real and they're not going to be able to ignore it anymore. That's all.
Man, I'm about to go watch Apocalypto one more time.
Yeah, maybe y'all should go watch Don't Look Up too.
right. No, for real. For real.
You know what you did? You made truth telling very popular, very sexy. What do you think about all the people that are now coming out with these very alluring stories, or we've seen it now? Like we have a lot of that going on now. What do you
There's
think
going to
about
be a lot more. We just have to pay attention for the fakes. That's all.
Now, when you first started, you do this for the victor.
Yeah.
What would be a sign or a tell where you can know that the individual is trying to be what you are, but not being truthful? Like, what should we look for?
Pay attention to what everyone involved has to gain and to lose. And if it looks like the game sits on one side or predominantly on one side, that should be enough to let you know everything you need to know. Period. From the second that Adria English came in, everyone knew it was wrong. But she did have the picture. But when she vouched for Lamisha Fuller and said, yes, that's the girl, game was on. And then all they had to do was wind Lamisha Fuller up, just like one of those little wind-up chickens. And now we're about to watch her fall off the edge of the table. It was easy to see. People didn't want to believe it. That's why they attacked me when I took the air out of her story. But see, when Ali Carter came back and, also addressed it, now that's just dead. They wanted to believe those phonies. They wanted to believe those fakes. Just like they wanted to believe Courtney Burgess, Ariel Kidd, Chris Todd. It's funny. I sat on Piers Morgan and I said, he's going to start little fires everywhere and force everyone else to carry water while he walks away with no response. Isn't that what we've seen happen ever since I did Piers Morgan?
Yeah. Have you been getting any apologies for that? Like,
no, they're still trying to prove me a liar with AI receipts.
Have you gotten any lawsuits from over on that side? Like, hey, we're going to find you. We're going to file, because they're saying lawsuits are coming.
No. Ain't nobody sued. Y'all been knowing me for how long? I've been threatened with how many lawsuits? Like, really?
Come on. So, I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm getting sued and Santa Claus is a woman. Fuck out of here.
Let me ask you, why is it hard for folks to believe that a 13-year-old will be dropped off at the MTV Awards and left alone?
I don't know, because when I was 13, I ran away from home for 4 months.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Versus Epstein having...
Kids run away all the time. Why is that so unbelievable?
Epstein have 12-year-olds leaving school to go give him
fathers
massages.
sell their daughter out for payment from superstars all the time.
And that was a common thing back then.
Yeah.
That was a common thing.
Get the money and tell the kid to, go to school.
Ugh.
Like, I don't, that's what I'm saying. Like, people is worried about all the wrong things. How about we stop worrying about whether or not she's credible and ask ourselves why we don't want to believe that her accusing these people is plausible? What makes them so special that they don't get looked at?
Yeah.
What makes them above reproach? These are human beings. They're capable of anything, just like any human being.
So what you're saying is stop looking at at false idols or our heroes.
Birds
start looking at every person
if every last one of his friends is a PDF of why the fuck can't Mr. Carter be? Y'all people are weird.
Humans will be humans.
The way you worship people. Weird.
Jack,
and they sell your soul for a brand new Maybach.
Jack, if you had to go into a deposition and tell your truth in front of an attorney and law, and they ask you just, hey, Jack, tell us about your involvement in the
that won't happen.
I'm just curious, what would
it won't happen? It's never gonna happen. When they question me, it won't be lawyers, it'll be government agents.
Wow.
Lawyers ain't coming for me. The government will be. That's that.
Oh, that's weird.
Salute to our 47th president-elect.
Yeah, Donald Trump has won. How do the next 4 years look?
Interesting.
Is it going to be a show?
Oh, honey, it's going to be spectacular.
It's going to be spectacular.
I can't wait.
We've had a lot of discussion about federal agents.
Yeah.
And how when the feds are watching you, it's painfully obvious.
Yeah.
Are you able to tell? Do you have anybody that you know of that might be a federal agent in your circle?
Yeah.
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 How do you not? I guess not. How do you deal with it? But like, did you ever think like, wow, this is really a person? Bless you.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you. Oh, that's the Megans.
Yeah, I'm allergic to fucking pigs.
No. Oh.
Like, how do you function, but just knowing that like you were being under 24-hour surveillance all the time?
I've been being watched by the federal government since long ago. I'm used to it. That's all.
Okay.
So, what is the criteria to make that, like, how impactful do you have to be? What is the criteria to be being watched?
Right.
In what capacity?
Just really in your capacity. Like, what do you feel like? I know you tell the truth, but is it really? Do you really tell enough truth for federal, like, to be watched under 24 hours of it?
Of course I do. And I make sure I never tell enough for them to come and get me, don't I?
Nah, that's facts.
See, the problem is people are just having a hard time accepting the fact that a college dropout and a trained artist and entrepreneur master at my craft is good enough to outsmart the American government in a face.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard for y'all to see me for what I really am.
Oh, that's bars. Man, okay, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Jack, if Kamala would have won, hypothetically, do you feel like there have been any difference in the society in the next 4 years?
Yes, I think it would have been much worse.
Oh.
Trump is going to give us the opportunity to prepare for what's coming. Kamala was going to make sure we stayed distracted so we wouldn't be prepared for it. Big difference.
Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla.
Beyonce and Charlie Chaplin.
Man. Hey, I hear you. So, Jack, as we wrap up 2024, do you have personally any New Year's resolutions that you would like to see fulfilled or you would like to aspire to?
The first cruelty-free artistry.org world tour. And TDE, Inspirational Music Division, launched by Demetrius Shipp Sr. and A&R by Jaguar Wright.
Mm. You know, it's crazy you say that because...
And then there's the Jaguar Wright Show.
There you go.
That's what it is. That's where we are, This year for me is turning a page. Almost 5 years of my life, I've been battling for the validity of my name on this app. I've worked with a lot of different people. My relationship from platform to platform is different.
Yeah.
But at this point, in order for me to do the work that I need to do, I need to make sure that I can do it completely without compromise.
Yeah.
Truth is, YouTube is compromise. And with the petition that we have going now, 15,000 signatures to have the federal government come in and investigate YouTube and Google for disinformation, gang stalking, and dogpiling. And
yeah.
Once again, let me just play this short one more time.
Yeah, one more time, please.
Because the simple fact that this can be openly discussed. They want to send the police to your house. They want to SWAT you. I told you when you sat with Sean Atwood, this was going to happen. Now they're making plans for you, Lakeisha. No one listens to me, even though I'm always right. Now, the context patrols. Good luck.
Man, that says a lot about the status of things. And
the simple fact that that was done in a live show with an audience typing in the chat, let's call the police on her and get her swatted. That conversation originated in the chat, and then the content creator continued to announce that all she needs is one good swatting, and she'll be offline.
No, Jack, you become the what is that V for Vendetta mask? I forgot it's also
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Yeah, you become the anonymous to where when they see you come up, they know truth comes with it. And I don't see them shutting what you are as an essence down to where people now know when you say the word Jaguar Wright, that means truth comes with it. I can't see that being shut down even beyond you. Like you've now started a movement to where you gave people the strength to now speak about their issues, about their problems, about what they've witnessed, what they've experienced. And that's a strength that some people, they were looking for. And now that it's out there, you just can't take it back. What's now, like, I remember when you first came in.
It all started in your comments.
Right. It started right there where you're saying, I hope to be the vessel to have people speak their truth. And I didn't know we'll get this far to where you have Sean Carter, Sean Combs in jail for umpteen amount of months. I don't know how long he's been in there, but I didn't see this coming when you first sat down and spoke your truth. I didn't think we'll see this quickly. It's almost I don't want to say it's by design, but it's almost like
it's God's plan.
We were waiting for this. Yeah, it was inevitable. So I give you the utmost respect, the utmost, love for just being able to tell your truth and not be compromised by a dollar, by a comment, by a troll, by a fan. I don't think you're compromised. I don't think you can be compromised. And that's one thing that...
No, that's not true. I am human.
You are human.
Anything's possible when it comes to us.
The Wall Street Journal reached out to us.
The reason why it probably won't happen with me is because of what I believe in. I believe in God. I did an exercise on my channel the other night, and I just asked everyone to close their eyes and think about their problems, all of their problems, every last one of them, and think about the gravity, the anxiety, the stress, the nuisance. I said, now, I want you to put all of those in one hand, and then I want you to put God in the other and ask, which one is bigger?
Yeah. Amen.
And I simply said, put a 2 in the chat if God is bigger than your problems. And it was just twos.
Yeah.
I know God is bigger than my problems, my enemies, governments, principalities, cults, covens. As intimidating as that is for most people, I know it's not bigger than my God, which means none of it is real. Only God is real.
Man, that's the truth right there, man. And with that being said, Jaguar Wright, 2024 in the books, 2025 is coming. Please, again, where can they go? Because now you're leading them to your pasture now. Where can they go to find your truth, the truth? Tell them how to access it. How can they download it? How can they get it?
Well, you have thejaguarwright.com, my Patreon, patreon.com/Jaguar Wright. You have my podcast now, Jaguar Wright Uncensored Podcast. And I love that people are loving my pods, but we're going to be inviting some guest podders to come along. And so there's going to be multiple little brands underneath the Jaguar Wright Uncensored brand. And, crueltyfreeartistry.org, that's going so well. And, but the Jaguar Wright show is what's on deck, and we're excited about it. We're very excited about it. I'm excited about creating this space where now that everyone is looking, I can show them what they need to look at. And even if all it does is provide an alternate view, it's a view that wasn't available publicly before. And, just please look at everything that I've been through, everything that I've lived, and everything that I've shared, and know that though it has been burdensome, it's not a burden for me, because the only point of my life is my testimony. See, God is in control of everything. God runs everything. God is God. I'm just a vessel. Nothing more, nothing less. And where I go, I bring God with me.
Yeah, what do you say to those who feel like you're too dangerous to touch? Like when they say the name Jaguar Wright, they feel like this is just.
Clearly, they don't believe in my God.
Come on.
It's just that simple. If God resides in you, it won't keep you from anything where he also resides, where two or more gathered, he is in the midst. Anybody who don't want to be around me definitely ain't serving my God. And they can stay over there with all of that.
And for those who have experienced.
By the way, shout out to my new friend, Natanya Rubin, the dopest nerd here on YouTube. Being your silent warrior, fighting for you, and then us coming together to just fellowship in the Lord here on YouTube and creating that space with you. Sister, I love you. And I am so glad that God spared your life. And I am so glad that God used you to be the beacon of what testimony really means. I pray that every last one of you get over there and subscribe to the dopest nerd here on YouTube. It's a blessing to see that there's life after being victimized by Diddy.
And let me ask you, Jag, in regards to those who have been abused, when you see a Diddy tape where Cassie is getting run down in the hallway and getting kicked, for those who have experienced abuse, what words of encouragement do you give to those who have those? Again, that tape is seen for the world.
Call the Diddy hotline.
Well, I meant outside of Diddy, but go ahead.
Call the Diddy hotline. Call Wig Door. If you have a story and you haven't been compromised and you haven't signed a non-disclosure agreement, call. Make that your Christmas gift to yourself. Call. Don't be afraid. I know it got scary there for a moment, especially when Busby came in so fierce and the way they ran down on that autistic chain. Don't be afraid. But when you're ready, don't let anybody tell you when it's time for you to stand up for yourself. Know that I'm here. Stand up for you. Reminding people that you're out there. Take your time. Make your prayer and stand when you're ready. But when you're ready, call.
Right. And if Jaguar Wright could play her own Santa Claus and go back and visit your own 8-year-old self and drop yourself off a present that will probably change the trajectory of your life, what would be in that gift that you would gift yourself to your 8-year-old?
At 8?
At 8.
I think it would have been a boombox.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to have one. I wanted a boombox, radio rocking.
Come on.
You know
Come
what
on.
I'm saying?
Come on now.
16 D batteries, you know,
16.
like boombox, you
Come
know,
on, man.
and just Sugar Hill Gang playing as I walked down the street or found a way to strap it to my bike. You know, that's what it would have been for me. I was not allowed to have one, but my neighbors, they all had one. So I would sit in the window and I would listen to Power 99. But I always wanted my boombox. Instead, I got a Ford Escort that I bought off my dad for $500. And the first thing that I did was put a light system in it and woofers in my trunk.
That's close enough. at a later age, that's just might do the same thing, I swear.
Yeah.
Man, again, Jag, it's always a blessing. I hate we couldn't do this in person, but the next one definitely we got to try to make it happen in person.
Unfortunately, there was just too much chatter about my safety.
Yes.
And there are a lot of weird people that still like playing with my freedom in my life. And that just has to stop.
Yeah. Without question.
So I wish we could have been there. It would have been nice for us to toast it up in person. But I got arrested at Reallyfe once this year. I'll skip it for Christmas.
Right. Right. Let's just get through the year.
One rest is good enough. I mean, Odell is just finally starting to get over that one. We don't need to have a whole traumatize and monetize of Jaguar Wright. She's in jail. She's drugged. He's crazy. Look at what he did. Odell crying in front, like you know.
And shout out Odell. We're gonna get him on the couch. He has his own story to tell.
Yeah, he does, and his own channel. Shout out to Set in the West. We be kicking it on the set. He's got members over there. Shout out to all the West Siders. You know,
yes, sir.
I love the fact that I was the one that got to put y'all on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just dope now. You know, and as soon as that strike comes up, that Star bitch ass report put on his channel, you know what I mean? There's gonna be so much more motion. We're really looking forward to it. They keep trying to find a way to strike him for things. Don't know why. His commentary is fresh and it's relevant and it's all hip hop based. So, you know, salute to Set in the West.
And Jack, that's one question I wanted to ask you. When Star called you out by your name, called you the B word, I'm just curious, did that affect you in any way?
I mean, why would it? That's the same guy that got kicked off of Relevant Radio for threatening to essay DJ Envy daughter.
Oh, damn.
Like he got kicked off of Real Radio for threatening to essay a 4-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Like DJ Envy daughter. DJ Envy daughters be having all kinds of issues. Star wants to pop one of them off while she's still in pull-ups, and then he got the other one doing a strip tease pretending to be Little Kim. I think he don't like his girl children.
He's not here to respond, so we'll lay.
Nah, he's never gonna respond. Wanna know why? Because his mouth's gonna be full of that ass cake that weirdo troll Charlemagne the fraud got for him. Like, these people are weird over there, G. Yeah. Cake, anime.
Man, it's right in time for the holidays. With that being said, Jack, again, you have blessed us in regards to just giving us the truth. You've coined the phrase "the blue couch," where people this year not only take us serious, but actually look for more eye-opening, rhetoric in regards to what's going on in Hollywood, what's going on in entertainment, real life street stars. Are they able to procure the truth out of people? And I have to thank you for leading the head on that, because without you, I think a lot of people will still be behind closed doors, will be quiet, would not want to tell their truth. For D. Haven to come through, for
that when people talk about that couch,
yeah, come on,
it is a sign of I made it to the truth spot.
Yeah.
When people get to that couch, they can't wait to unburden themselves and just speak honestly and freely. I love that we turned this couch into that.
Oh man. Come on. Come on.
I'll always be proud of that. You know, I just pray that they keep coming and they keep that enthusiasm going. This is a place where you can go online and have an entertaining, thought-provoking, funny, that's what you guys have been bringing. And I love the fact that we did it for Dallas,
And I have to, not only for Dallas, but I have to give you credit. You know, when people see the Michael Colliers, the Gene Dills, the D Havens on this couch, and they enjoy these interviews, all of that is coming. The Jonathan Hayes, these are coming through Jaguar Wright. Basically, not only opening it up, but opening up her phone book, saying, "Hey, this person wants to get on the couch and speak their truth." So when people wonder, how did you do this, or how did this person come on? A lot has come through you, through your pipeline. And again, we have to say that on record. We appreciate you for, again, being that vessel of truth.
There's a lot of people that are mad at me that this is the only place I bring the real juice.
Well, we're not mad. keep on bringing them.
Ooh, there's a lot of people that's so mad at me.
Yeah, why are you taking them down?
Like I say all the time, don't be thinking you gonna hear some old explosive tea out there that you won't hear on the blue couch first. I got a way of doing what I do.
Come on.
And they be mad at it.
Come on.
So let them be mad. And if they don't have any content, let them eat cake. Fuck them all. God puts things exactly where he wants them to be.
Right.
And let's just end it right there.
Let's just end it right there, man. With that being said, we have to wish Jaguar Wright a happy holidays. Gotta wish you a happy new year. Thank you again for 2024. We can't wait to see what 2025 bring. And with that being said, man, Jaguar Wright, the one, the only, we have to say it, you are a real life street star. Lego! 2025! Here we come, baby!
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move. Hey.